wonderful people, we're back again. This is probably going to be my second video. I've filmed a lot of stuff, but I have not quite edited it. Been a bit lazy and a bit stuck in with work, but thought, you know, I'm doing a little bit of a project on the Mazda today, might as well show it off. So today we'll be changing the oil on the GH and changing the front brakes on both sides, and let's just go through the process. Hope you guys like the content. Don't mind all the mess. I like to do lots of random activities. If you didn't know, on the GH you can get your scissor jack or whatever you want to call it from there. It's just on this little flap. I'm sure it's all pretty common knowledge, but you can get it out of there and just go ahead and get a little setup, make yourself nicer. Sorry guys. Just wanted to add, before I get stuck in, with Vixen over here, we will be doing a lot more things on her soon. We've got a radiator flush gun, so stick in for that if you want to learn how to flush out your radiator, because nobody knows how to change their coolant apparently. But yeah, just thought I'd add that in, and hopefully it's something that you're interested in watching. Coming down the side of the car, this is where you can locate your jacking point. For any future reference, always go on the bare metal, because we don't really want to be doing any damage to anything that's a bit more plastic. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's a nice spot and it's nice and supportive. I would highly recommend, if you have the budget, to get one of those like little hydraulic lifts so you can pop your jack stands in. Yeah, this sucks ass. Well, it's taken me a hot second to get this going. Just wanted to check in. I know this is only the second video and I've got like no subscribers, but you know, if you want to see any more on the Mazda, you know, if you just want me to just make general videos, just let me know. That's if you're interested, because I'm gonna just keep doing random things anyway. And but if you'd like to just see specific content on the Commodore, please just check it in the comments. This isn't the most secure thing to do, but now you can take your jack stand, fill it up underneath in a nice comfy spot. Now that we have both sides of the car jacked up, normally anytime you jack up the car, please make sure that you shove the wheel, as you know, just as a safety measure. And also, if you're changing the oil, make sure your car is nice and cold. And yeah, this one's been sitting for about 3 hours, so even if you've driven it in the same day, you're still fine to change the oil, just wait for the car to cool. I covered up my license plate and it made the video look all tacky. I now realise, you know, what are you going to do, pay my radio? If you do, please do. Anyway, all jokes aside, yeah, car's all propped up. Make sure you check your owner's manual, make sure you know what oil you need, all of these things here, what you're going to need to be able to change your oil. Just had the other day somebody try and break into my car. Lucky me, hey. City of Melbourne, City of Casey, thank you guys. And the window guys that did it, somehow managed to kill my car for a brief second there, and didn't even manage to pop the stand back in its spot. It goes around there, very minor damage, but still kind of annoying. Anyway, we have a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder. I don't think there's anything special about it. Just your typical Mazda engine. But you know, it actually gets up and goes. I'm pretty surprised. I'm pretty sure that 0 to 60 is fairly similar, but obviously newer car, that's a lot funner. But yeah, here will be where your dipstick is. Obviously, always check your engine oil and all that. Already have earlier. It's a little low, so it's a good thing that we're changing it. And doing it on a lovely day too. It's raining while the sun's out, so I guess some of this dust is gonna break loose, but oh well. It looks like we may have a oil leak somewhere, so let's investigate that, because they didn't make it easy on this car, because they've got this under shield, whatever it's called, underlining, that, you know, you'd expect to take this off to get to the drain plug, but the drain plug's like somewhere all the way up here, or the filter is or something. One of them's in a bit of a spot, so you have to take this whole thing off, which I know is like a very small complaint, but it's not fun when there's no gap. Lucky I still have my 10mm, because we're gonna need them for all of these little bolts. So I will be back once I've taken off this skid plate. I finally remembered part of her name. Right, now that we're underneath the car and we've finally got that plating off, clearly it is leaking a little bit. I don't think I did the bolt up tight enough last time I changed the oil. Either that or I forgot to put in the washer, which I probably did. So hopefully that's not too bad. Doesn't look like a lot of oil, just, you know, a little bit. Over here, I'm not really too sure what I'm looking at. Some mechanic could tell us. I know that this is for the transmission, so I'm gonna guess this is the transmission. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this is the transmission. Yeah, that looks a little leaky around here. I have been told that I have a cracked engine mount, but this is something that I want to replace in the future, hopefully up on this channel if you guys like the content, and if you guys want to see me do that and struggle with it in this lovely place that I'm currently working on cars in. Let me know. But yes, anyway, here is our drain bolt and our oil filter, which, if you would have remembered from the skid plate being on, that actually came out to probably around about like here. You might have just been able to see the little bolt, but you definitely couldn't access the oil filter. So yeah, great design, Mazda. It's just occurred to me that I'm a little bit silly, and I didn't take off the oil lid, the oil cap thing that you need at the top of the engine. So I'm gonna go struggle to crawl out of here and enjoy that great filming that I just did. Not sure how important this is, but I remember seeing somewhere that it was kind of important. Let's probably should have does that first. I'm sure lots of mechanics are not very happy with that one. Anyway, but yeah, well, I'm having a little bit of a breather. Let me know what music you guys listen to and recommend some songs. I'm running out of like music choices because I listen to lots of different music. And yeah, any other interesting information, if you guys want to give me mechanical tips, that is always appreciated. If you're gonna tell me to go fuck myself, that's okay too. You can do that. Okay, underneath the car, we've got the oil filter. I just noticed while I was just trying to test out the tool, I didn't tighten this very tight, but I figured this would probably be the first one that we take off to drain the oil. Hopefully I've got enough room under here to both record and hopefully not cover myself in oil. Ah, well, that could have gone better. It's very dark. May actually notice the wind's blowing it directly at me, as well as I may be a little bit overdue for this oil change. Oh no! The oil's attacking the phone! Oh, this is so hard one-handed. Whoop! Down we go! Oh yeah, let's clean it up. Well, that was an adventure. My phone kind of got completely covered. I got it completely covered, and if you've ever wondered what engine oil tastes like, bit overdue. A little bit more like canola oil. I do not recommend trying. Anyway, now that we've got the oil filter off, we're gonna... Thanks wind. We love the wind. I'm gonna shove it straight into this box because we've got new filter to go on. But before then, we gotta still drain the oil. I'm pretty sure I was meant to drain the oil first, but I made choices. Alright, and also just before I drain the oil, I'm gonna just degrease everything with a little bit of brake clean. Oh, I should probably actually use the greaser. I've got some over there. I don't really know which one I'm meant to use. Somebody can tell me. Please let me know. I don't know the difference between the two, but I'm gonna use a bit of brake clean. Obviously, don't get it into parts with the oil filter. I don't think you're meant to use it for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna quickly tidy up and I'll get back into it. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I'm just gonna leave that. Alright, we're gonna give this little spritz with brake clean, like I said before, and we're gonna take the drain bolt off. I'll do my best to record it. Sorry if the angle's bad and the camera footage is bad. I gotta get a new phone eventually, but this one will do. Please cover your eyes when you do this sort of stuff. Probably a bit more than I need, but anyway. Give her a little wipe down now. Bam. Like the dirt was never there. Or like, what was it, like O'Brien or some shit. Anyway, this bolt is a 17mm. Last time, I don't know how tight I did it up. So I'm just gonna get it a little bit ready for you guys. Hey, drain bolt should be loose enough to come off now. Let's hope I have the bucket in the right spot and this can be a satisfying pull. Alright, we get to about here. Oh, it's now raining. This is great. Well, let's do this pretty quickly then. I don't really want to get oil in that, water in that little hole for the oil, I think. Alright, there we go. Well, kind of got there. So I had a look. It says it takes about 4 litres of oil, so I'm gonna have to change this bucket out, but I'll be back. As you guys can probably see now, it's getting a little bit wet, so I'm gonna rush through this a little bit quicker. So it's probably not gonna be enjoyable, if this is even enjoyable. So just give me a brief minute here, and then I'll tune back in with you guys. Hopefully the rain has stopped. As you can see, the drips have basically stopped now, so it's okay to pop your drain plug back in. Make sure that if your drain plug had a washer beforehand, that it goes back on. Mine doesn't. I don't know if mine should. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that for the next time I change it. And then maybe that will stop the oil leak. Alright. Too sure what the thing is about people saying that you shouldn't use the old engine oil as a lubricant for the washer here. But I personally am going to do it because to me it just seems like, you know, it just makes it softer for it to go on so it doesn't pinch. But, you know, I could be wrong. I'm just going to apply some. Let me know if it's actually wrong. Okay, cool. Filters on, drain plugs on. Now it's just time to put the skid plate back on. I think I'm going to leave it off for a little while though. Or I might just put it back on. I don't really feel like getting back onto this car. So I'm going to put that back on. There shouldn't be any leaks, but I guess that'll be for future me to find out. Alright, I don't know why my phone's having a spaz, but that's everything back on. Everything's totally top to spec and everything. Definitely not. Sorry about the noise in the background. I guess our little block over here is getting some maintenance done. Shocker, they don't actually ever do that, but anyway. Alright, I'm going to put the oil back in here. I'm not going to start it straight away because while I've got it jacked up, I want to handle the disc brakes and get them done. Or at least attempt to. We're going to see how we go. Disc brakes before, but I meant the brake pads. I'm not doing the rotors today. I really cannot be bothered. Anyway, yes, I believe earlier I said it takes 4 litres. It's around about 4.8, so about 5 litres if you want to go probably 2 max. But obviously, probably check it at about 4.5 and check the dipstick and see if you need to add any more oil. But that's it. Let's start filling the oil. You can see the oil is now able to get in, or it was until I made a bit of an oops. Let's clean that up. Anyway, there we go. That's a bit better now. So, yeah, not too bad of a process if you want to do it at home. There's this guy that's, I think he's British or something, does a lot better Mazda GH videos, or whatever they call it over there. So if you do need to learn a bit more about the car, feel free to stick around. But yeah, definitely recommend checking out his channel. I've learned quite a bit from watching him. But yeah, I'm just going to finish filling this and let's kick on with the next activity. You can hear me more than my music so I don't get copyrighted again. But make sure you do your research, because I didn't know that you had to have at least one side down, because I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's like differential or something, but I can still spin my tyre fairly easily, and the car is definitely in park and has parking brake on, so I'm pretty sure it's to do with the differential. I just don't know the exact name, but you guys probably would. But yeah, just keep that in mind. So back to lowering it down. I am cleaning up the oil, don't worry about that. Ladies and gents, it's officially pissing down. I'm still gonna try to keep going with this, because I'm still gonna get out of here by 4 o'clock. Alright ladies and gents, sorry about the camera quality again. Everything's now starting to get a bit crappy. But we're taking the wheel off, and then we're gonna assess the brake pads, and then go from there and see if we're going to do them today or we're going to wait another day. Sorry guys, I just realized my phone is going to die, so I'm going to let it charge for a minute, but all I'm going to end up doing is taking this wheel off, assessing how everything is. Probably like I said in the last clip, I'm just rambling. None of this is scripted, this is just me giving it a fair effort, and hopefully you guys like the content. And yeah, I'll be right back with you guys. So you guys can see what I can see. Wheels off. Always good to spot these out, just so you don't lose them. We'll be taking this here nut off to flip this up, just to check on the condition. I don't have anywhere, well, anything that I can use to hang my brake caliper, because you don't want to kink this line, otherwise no brakes. So I'm just going to kind of hang it off of here. Probably really shouldn't, but I'm going to. But the 2 bolts we'll be taking off is this one, this one. Alright, cool. Let's get straight into it. I just realised this whole time I've been filming in portrait instead of on the side. So this is probably going to look really bad. But I'm going to start a time lapse while I figure all this out. Ignore the gardening gloves. That is easy to work in the rain to get a grip of everything. At least that's my excuse. Alright, I will check back in with you guys once this caliper's up. To keep cutting back in, guys, I picked up these brake pads just from Repco. I didn't realise they had a whole set for both sides. So I ended up, oh sorry, yeah, so they had a set for both sides, and I didn't realise that means I could do, you know, front and back if I really wanted to, but I don't think they take the same pads. I don't really know, but yeah, that's pretty cool to know. Yeah, they came out no trouble. If I had a brush and all that, I'd clean all this up. But I'm going to assume brake cleaner is okay. So, let's just use some of that. I'll try my best not to get it on the rotors, but well, there we go. Sorry, on the rotors. The joys. As you can see it, yeah, the piston is now retracted, so we should be able to fit the brake disc in. I mean, brake pad, sorry. Alright guys, well, we have all these back in now, the guides for the brake pads. We're just going to chuck them in because the rain's already starting to pick back up again, so I'm not going to waste any time. Yeah, it looks to be... Oh, sorry. I have one of my wires, I don't know where the other one's gone, it's just kind of left the chat. But yeah, make sure you have both of these on if you can. There you go. They're all on. Leave that's fine. It should tighten up once you apply a bit of pressure. Either that or I gotta get a new one. I don't remember the name. Do I remember the name? Brake caliper. There we go. See, there we go. But I need to go do the same on the other side, and that took me way longer than it should have. And those definitely shouldn't be in the rig. So I'm gonna do this as quickly as possible, and hopefully record as much as I can. Yeah, I've been having an issue with this one. It doesn't seem to hold any air, but I don't really see any cracks anywhere, but obviously must have taken a big old ding there from the previous owner. Thanks guys. For any of yours future reference, make sure that when you are changing your brake pads, turn the wheel towards you. It makes it so much easier. We've got the wheel nuts off. Let's take the wheel off and do the same what we did on the other side. Hopefully this time I'm a little bit better at it. Okay, cool. That's on. Now we're just going to shove the wheel on, and then I think that's it. Okay guys, that's it. I checked the oil. I'm a little bit over full. I hope that doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I am doing stuff with Holden very, very soon. Just going to take me a while to edit it all together and find a little bit of extra time. Alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.